Hello everyone, and welcome back to Speedpaint Storytime. Today's topic is how I got started streaming. Some of you may have heard a very short version of this story if you follow me on Instagram, but as you all know, I love to tell stories in full, so now without the time constraints of Instagram Reels, here is the full version. Back in 2017, I worked for Joanne, but also at a credit union, because even though I loved working at Joanne, I couldn't pay for things on $7.50 an hour. And yes, after 2 years of working for them, that's how little the yearly raises amounted to. A coworker at Joanne and I got to talking about video games one day, and he mentioned that I should try Eternal Sonata. He proceeded to bring me the game a few days later, and I actually played quite a bit of it over the next day or two. Around that same time, though, the credit union offered me full-time, making $10 an hour, and while I tried to continue doing both jobs, I eventually had to quit Joanne. I legitimately cried my last day there, but I had to go, as working up to 16 hours on the days that I had both jobs just was not feasible. Fast forward, the credit union job was one of the worst things I had ever experienced. While my coworkers and the members were fine, management at my location was so sexist and catty, despite being a woman herself, that most women who worked there quit within months. The only ones who stuck around were myself, who was too stubborn and spiteful to quit, and an older woman who only worked part-time to give her dog nice treats. Every time I went back to Joanne to buy something for cosplay, my friend would ask if I had played more at the game, and I had to tell him no. I felt so guilty every time, and I swore each conversation that I would play it soon, but I never did. I simply didn't have the energy. I was so emotionally exhausted from dealing with my boss every day, and my already bad depression was getting worse. I started dreading going to work so much that I skipped the things I loved, like my morning yoga, because I couldn't get up the motivation to get up and face the day. It was around this time that I realized yoga wasn't the only thing I had stopped doing. I'd also stopped participating in most of my hobbies. So I thought, what better solution was there than to use external accountability to make myself do the things I liked again? I started streaming because I figured that even if no one was coming to watch, I was forcing myself a few days a week to get online and play a game that I already promised my friend that I would play. And actually, it worked. Not only did I finish Eternal Sonata, but I actually had something to look forward to at the end of the night after work. I gained a small but great community that convinced me to keep going after Eternal Sonata, and eventually, in July of 2018, I made affiliate. I'm really grateful to this community for always sticking with me, even after not one, but 2 hiatuses. I think I finally have what I want to do figured out, so I stop burning out, so ideally, the hiatus I just finished will be the last. For those curious, I did also eventually quit the credit union job in 2019 in favor of the company I still work for to this day. And while they have their fair share of problems, it's a much less toxic company, and I genuinely enjoy what I do now. If you've been enjoying these Speedpaint Storytimes and want to see more art or hear more stories, consider subscribing. I'll also be revamping my Patreon in the future, so you can take a look at that in my link tree. For now, though, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time.